Hi everybody, this is Monday and we're going to be working with UV resin again. I have my coffee, but this came in the mail, I believe Saturday. Now this is not the free one that they're sending me to review. This is the deeper colors, the more basic colors. This is the 6 bottle set. I bought this myself. But I wanted to try this out, and so this is not a review. It's just me trying it out. I'm supposed to be getting the set from them probably a day before Christmas or so. So it will be after Christmas before I do the review. And I will still have plenty of this to mix with the others to see how that works. But there's no way I'm gonna let this sit here and not use it. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna have fun with Lightwish colored UV resin. So I'll be back in a minute when I'm ready to go. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting this. For all of y'all that have never been here before, my name is Beth, and I am so glad that you are here. For my subscribers or the ones that haven't subscribed for some unknown reason, but have watched me many, many times, thank you so much for coming back. It is about a week before Christmas, and so I want to wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a joyful time filled with love and friendship and family. Okay, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, here we are. I'm going to unwrap this. This is the way that it came. And this is just me ordering it from Amazon, so we'll see if there's a difference with what they send versus what they send for a review. But this is when... Tweedles, I need you to be quiet, please, sir. Oh, yes, I talk to my animals like they're human beings. And that's what the box looks like. It's really windy outside today. Really, really windy. Okay. I have my black top on that I have ruined by doing crafts. There's those colored spots all over it now. I'm so sorry. Hopefully he will stop his howling in just a minute. Okay, it says red. It says orange. And that tells you how big of a bottle. Well, these bottles are not as big as I thought they were. And I don't have a regular, let's see. Yeah, we're going to compare this because I do it somewhere in here. I have a regular bottle of Resin, colored UV resin. That's the difference. So, yeah. You get 2.5 times in this one than you did the Let's Resin. I don't know if it's any good. We'll find out. This is the white. The black. I'm anxious to see how dark these colors are. The green. Dark blue. Okay. And then it comes with the lids. Now, I have noticed that there is not just a regular blue. Their blue says dark blue. So, white, black, orange, no yellow. Come on, people. Needs a yellow, really. Yellow and red makes orange. Why didn't you do a yellow? Okay. Red and a dark blue. We are going to play around with this. First of all, we're going to try to combine some of the colors and see what happens. I'm not going to leave you on here for me to put the lids on all these, because I'm going to have to, I'll show you that they should be sealed. Yes, they're sealed. So I'm going to remove the sealer, and I'm going to get gloves on before I go any further. And I'm going to put the tops on, and when I get that done, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I got the lids on every one of them. So first of all, I want to tell you that I paid $29.99 plus tax for these off of Amazon. We're going to try the black. I'm just going to squeeze. Okay, that looks gray to me. That most definitely looks gray. And I'm going to put a little bit of each one of these colors out the way they are, and I'm going to cure them. That was the white. This is the red. I want to see what they look like cured. We'll put the orange right. That looks more like pink to me. It says it's orange. Okay. The green, which is a bluish tint to me actually. And this is dark blue. And this is the one that has the most pigment in it. The one that says dark blue. Now, that's what they look like prior to curing. We're just gonna pop it on here for 5 minutes. And I will be back because I'm not gonna make you sit here for 5 minutes while the machine cures it. Okay, we're back, and I'm trying to get the light on the camera a little bit better. That's what they look like. And they're hard. And I guess I could take them off and put them on a white paper towel. Maybe you could see the true color a little bit better. So let me try this. It should just pop right off. And we'll go over each one of the colors. I guess I could have done this off camera. Okay, and I'm going to put them back on here so I can lift them up. And I don't know, this camera is so weird about the lighting. And you can barely see the white now. But the white is opaque. I'll pick it up and let you see. Let me put it up against the black glove. You see how opaque that is? I'm impressed with the white. I'll set that over here. The black, you see how transparent that is? Now that's just one layer, but it's pretty transparent. Now if you put it on top of black, it still looks grayish. But we're going to try something here in a minute, so we'll see. This right here, oh, this right here definitely looks pink to me. It does not look red. You see, pink. Oop. That's definitely pink looking. This right here looks like a yellow orange to me. This looks like a mint green. A mint green. This is the only one. And that's still, they're all transparent, but that is the most true color. That's what it looks like on the back side. Let me flip these over because they look a little bit but we're going to try something. I have these alcohol markers, and I am going to flip it over to the back side. This is a black alcohol marker. I don't want the chisel tip, I want the pointed tip. And we're going to take, and we're just going to put the alcohol marker on the back side. I probably should have used the chisel tip because it would have been easier to cover the whole thing real quick. Okay, I'm going to set this over here and I'm going to let it dry. I think this is the closest red that I've got, so we're going to do that with the pink. Let's see if I can change the colors on these by using alcohol markers. Yeah, this is not a true red either, but it's like a darker pink. Here's the green, and I have a green. It's really not a green either though, is it? Well, let's see what it does. Really have a true green. You know what? Let's add the purple. Well, let's see what they look like first. Close your ears for just a minute. It's too forceful. Okay. Wow. Okay. It made a difference in the black. Really see much difference in the red, pink, and of course I didn't have anything for the white or but I want y'all to see. You see how I changed the colors with alcohol ink? Look at how deep that black looks now. It's black alcohol ink I put on the. That's pretty cool right there. I'm excited about that. So I can change the colors up on these by adding a little bit of alcohol ink. Let's try something here. Now yellow and orange make red. Now this is the closest thing to red I have, and this is not true red. It's more like a pink. But that is definitely pink. So let's just try it. Let's just see what happens when I put this on the back of the what they call an orange, which I do not. Yeah, I'm blowing. Okay, that's more of an orange. Can y'all see that? The lighting is, it's more of an orange. So yeah, you can manipulate the colors. Okay, I'm gonna put, now this is the blue, I'm gonna put a purple alcohol ink marker. Oh, this is sort of fun. And see what happens with the blue. It should change it to a purple. Of course, you can see the purple color that I used. Okay, I haven't flipped it over yet. Okay, that was the blue. That's a purple color. Let's flip it up. Oh, my camera is not good today, and I don't know why. And it definitely changed it. Not to the same color purple as the purple marker, but it definitely changed that blue to a purple color, which is really, really cool. Okay, let's see if we can add some interest to the back of the white and see what happens here. What color? Let's add yellow. It's a light color. Let's see what yellow does on the white. Let's get the black off the yellow. There's black all over my yellow marker. Yes, I mix my markers a lot. But normally I'm pretty good about cleaning them up. Okay. This may not show up anything because it is such a light color, but I just want to see if it comes through that white at all. This is on the back side. I'm doing all this on the back side of these, not the front. And then I'm flipping them over and showing you what they look like from the front side. Something tells me this is not going to look anything. It's not going to look any different. But it does. It picks up that yellow tint. Slightly. Very slightly. But it does most definitely pick up that yellow tint. Let me put it on my glove so you can see. I hope you can see this because the lighting really sucks today and I don't know what to do about it. So it does make it just slightly. It's like a really pale yellow, but it picks those colors up. So you can see how I have changed the colors of all these by using the alcohol markers on the back only, not the front, but the back. Which I'm really excited about. Now something we're going to see if it's going to bleed, okay? And I have all these little, that would be cute. Okay. So I'm going to set these over here. And y'all, if you've watched me long enough, you know that I'm sort of spontaneous with what I do. I don't have a script when I do my videos. I have it somewhat planned and what I'm thinking about doing. But a lot of my videos are minute by minute. I create as I'm doing it. And this is one of them. I did not plan on using those into a piece of jewelry, but I think these look really cool and I don't want to waste them. I have this on a mold. This is a silicone mold, the back side of it. It's not hurting the mold at all. I don't like the tape, so I'm not using the tape. And because I want it clear, because I want to see if it's going to bleed, I'm using clear, which I'm using the Let's Resin UV Resin Clear. I sort of wish I had the J. Diction thick right now, but I've stopped using J. Diction. I think it irritates my hands. And I'm just putting some UV resin in there, not much. I don't think I have any bubbles. I don't know if this is all the way to the edge. I don't want to move this. Okay. And I'm going to bring this over. I just took the top of it off. And I'm just going to do it for 2 minutes. And because this is going to be abstract, I'm just going to place the pieces randomly inside this piece. But we want to make sure this is cured. I have several pieces over here that I'm planning on playing around with, and I just decided to bring y'all with me. I know that I have long videos. I'm not one of these that do talkovers and do fast forwarding, and you know, some people like those, and that's awesome. And I think people need to do it the way they want to do it, but this is just me, and so I do it in real time. And some of y'all love it. Some of y'all, you know, you can fast forward. But I hope you enjoy my videos. I hope you get something out of it. And I just chose to do real time because that way you can see. You know, I'll try to, I will stop and go on things that, like, you know, opening these. You don't need to see me open those. You don't need to know how long it takes me to open those either. This is the new Let's Resin Advanced UV lamp, and it's the best $32 I have spent in a long, long time. And if something happened to this, if I use it to the point where it goes out, I most definitely would buy another one. You know, immediately without thinking twice about it. And now I've got it set on 2 minutes. And it seems like it takes forever for 2 minutes to go by. I hope y'all are doing good. I'm drinking my coffee from Dutch Brothers. My leg is still healing, and I'm thinking about showing you what it looks like. But I think some of you would freak out, saying, oh my gosh, it looks so horrible. But it actually looks a lot better than it did. Okay. So, let's see if it's cured. And it is cured. Okay. And so we are going to place these just randomly. But I want them that way. Well, I guess that's going to stay there because it's sort of stuck there. That looks almost like a heart. Okay, well that's sort of stuck there too. Okay, they're sort of getting stuck. Okay, let's put the yellow. Okay, they're not all gonna fit. Which I hate. I wanted them all in here. I hope this actually looks sort of cool. I don't think the black's gonna fit. Let's see if I can move the purple. Okay, I can't move the purple. Let's see if I can move the purple up just a little bit. You know what? I'm moving the purple down. Yep, I'm moving the purple right there. The black is the only one that we're not going to get in here. Okay, and I'm pushing them down pretty good. Can you see that? Oh! and the white just popped off. And it's sort of a yellowish white now. But I have this stuff. Oh, where is it? I don't think that I pulled it out. Okay. It's this stuff. Should I use a little bit of that in there or just leave it alone? Oh, goodness. This is all one piece, I think. And I'm not putting pressure on this mold because I don't want the blade going into this mold. I am just barely touching this. And I can't, so barely touching it, I can't get it to pick up. Okay. I can't get it to release. Okay. I hope y'all can see this. It will be so much better when I get back downstairs. I have to say, I am having fun with UV resin. I didn't think I'd ever say that. Wow, I can't get the silver to... It's cured, but I don't want to get a bunch of it in here, so I'm trying to put little pieces. Normally this stuff will stick to anything, but it's not. It's sticking to my glove and the tool, but it's not sticking. Oh, good gracious. Look at that. It's just sticking to everything but what I want it to go on. Which is all part of the creation process. It just shows that it doesn't always. Look at that. Okay, that is not going to work. Let's try a little bitty tiny brush. Let's see if I can't get a brush to, there we go. One tool's not working. Try another. Until you find something that is working. And this is still not working good, but at least it's getting it on there. Little tiny pieces. I can move it around when I put the resin on there, but I want it semi right anyway. And yes, I know this stuff sticks to that, and I did that on purpose, so I could just get little bitty pieces. It actually allows me to control it more. And no, I am not sticking this X-Acto knife in my mold, so don't freak out. Okay. A bigger piece. Now the brush isn't working. There it goes. Okay. Nope, brush isn't working now either. There it goes. I need one of those wax things, you know, that you pick up beads with. I've got one of them somewhere. I just don't know where it's at right now. Come on. Get off my brush. Okay, we're gonna put some more clear resin on here. And then we'll add more silver. Make sure I get the bubbles out. I'm trying to remove some of the resin. I don't know if it's going to do that or not. Oh, it did. Cool, right? I don't have a pipette up here. Or I'd use a pipette. I got a little bit of it out of there, but not enough. And make sure there's no bubbles in this. Okay, now let's stick some of this silver in there. And play around with it. And this is when your taste comes into play here. You do it the way you want to do this right here. You put as much or little of this as you want in there. And everybody's opinion is going to be different here because it's going to be according to your personality. Some people like a whole lot. Some people like very little. Some people like about, you know, or say halfway, but that's not quite. And before I started resin, I would have told you without a doubt that I am definitely not a glitzy person. I'm the one that likes natural wood and nature and nature colors, and that's what I honestly believed. But when I started doing resin, it made me realize that, oh no, I sometimes like that glitz and glitter. And I like to mix it with nature stuff. And I think it looks awesome that way. So, I think that's enough. And I am going to cure this again. And I'm going to cure this for 5 minutes, and you don't have to sit here for 5 minutes and wait for this to cure. So I will be back when it is done. Alrighty, I'm back. That is going to be part of it too. Okay, this is what it looks like right here. Let me get the camera to know why the camera is doing this today. Not enough light. But that's what it looks like. I don't know what happened to my whiteboard. And I could probably, I don't really need to put a layer on the back. Hey, well, before y'all leave, go over there and see if you can find my whiteboard, my white and black board. Should be somewhere. Is it in that box? That box over there is my white and black board. Oh, here it is. Okay. John and Ashley are leaving and they're making the dog bark, if y'all are wondering. And they're coming in and out, so he's not going to stop barking until... Okay, that is what it looks like, and I hope you're getting a good picture, and I don't think you are, because it's quite pretty. It's simple, but it's pretty. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a simple little don't think I want this thing on here, but we're going to try. This is hard to do with gloves on, y'all. Really, really hard to do with gloves because they stick to everything. And this is crooked for some reason. Okay, there it goes. I'm just sitting in here. I'm just putting this in here and pushing apart that. But I don't think I want that in here. I could cut the little things down and put this in here, but before I do, I just want to see if that's what I want. And I don't think so. I don't think I like it that way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little jump ring. And I have to get these out. And I will try to hurry because I thought I had all this out. I'll show you what I'm looking at. These are all my earring. That's not what I need. That is not what I need either. That is not what I need either. I believe this is what I need right here. And it is. I think that's too ornate. I want something simple. But I want it to be a little bit long. If we've got something over here that would work. Just want it to be maybe that one. See, that's still too big. And that's not quite what it looks like to me. Maybe this one. No, I don't think so. Maybe that one. That doesn't have anything on it. I was hoping for something. Oh, maybe this one. I think that's the one. Yep, that's the one. See, I knew if I looked long enough, I would find the one that I wanted. Although I sort of really like that one too. Wait a minute. I'm going to pick these up. And I get these off of Amazon right here. Okay. Can y'all see? I know. This is so far away. It's that one. I don't know. I sure like that one too. But I sort of really like that one too. Okay. I'm going to hold these up. Now this is the one that I thought that I really liked. That one. But then I saw this one. But then I saw this one. I'm still trying to decide. I think this one. I think the first one that I came to is the one that I want. Okay. So we are going to add a very, very, very tiny jump ring. If I had wire, I'd almost wire it. I don't know if you can see that, but you add the two and then you wrap wire around it, which I think I would really like that. But I don't have wire up here, so we are going to, and I would take my gloves off if I wasn't fixing to do another UV resin item, but we are, so I'm not going to take them off. And the hardest part for me on these things is to find where the split is. Oh wow. Splits right there. Don't think I have any necklaces up here, but I'll look and see real fast. If I do, we'll go ahead and finish it off. Shows you how easy, and it is so easy, to make one-of-a-kind jewelry that you know nobody else is going to have, which is what I love. Let's see if I have a necklace in any of these. Oh, I do, right here. So we're going to just finish this off. Oh no, it's caught on my glove. This is the reason why you should not do this with gloves on. Is that gonna fit? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna have to take my gloves off for this. There is no way I'm gonna be able to do that with gloves on. If you get one that does not fit, you got two choices. I don't want to take this off because I don't think I'll ever be able to get it back on here. As tiny as that is. So what I'm going to do is, see, I squeezed it a little bit. I'm hoping I squeezed it enough to get it to go down in there. And yes, I did. Okay. So now I'm going to go back. Now I wouldn't recommend this if you can, if there's any way of, but I know me, and I know that I would not have been able to get that back on there. So, and this is where, if you've got a phone, you're watching on the phone, you can zoom in and maybe you can see this, because I know I'm far away, but I'm as close up. I'm pulling it apart. I'm rounding the tip back off slightly. And then I'm going to push it back together again. Where it meets. Okay. And it is ready to go. And there you have a really pretty, one of a kind, not planned necklace, which I think looks very, very nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing my finger, trying to get the lighting to work. And for some reason, there it goes. All right. And we're right at an hour on this video. And I really wanted to show you a couple other things. And we're going to just do this really, really fast, okay? This is what I'm planning on doing. Have a little leaf here. I don't want that little tip on there. So I'm going to cut it off. It's gone. The little tip is gone now. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is get more gloves on. And we're going to, oh no, I broke these gloves. Well, let me see if I can still utilize them. See, they're hanging. I pulled too hard, I guess. And I do pull quite hard on these gloves. Okay. First thing we're going to do, and we're going to do this real fast, so I'm going to use the green. And I'm going to do it on that side. I'm going to let the grain go down in. Okay, and we're going to cure that for 2 minutes, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, I'm going to lift this up so you can see. That is cured. I went ahead and put a thin layer of UV resin in there. I am now going to place that in there. Like this. I'm also going to place the leaf. In there. Okay. And now we're just going to use, I don't know what colors I want to use. I think I'm going to use green and white mixture on here. Just putting a little bit. Very carefully. I don't want it to go above the edges of this triangle or the leaf that I put in here. I'm just putting enough in here to secure the position of both of the metal pieces that I just put in here. And if it slips a little bit, you can always reposition it. think that is probably good enough. Don't want there to be any bubbles around the edges. So I'm going to take my lighter and I'm going to go over it, just making sure that if there are any bubbles, they will pop. And this is very faint, I know, but we will take care of that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to put this back in 5 minutes, and I'll be back when it's cured. Okay, we are back. This is cured. I'm trying to decide if I want to put this in here, which this is going to be real fidgety. But I think it would be really pretty inside here. And so I think we're going to go for it. I think that's the one that needs to be cut off right there. Maybe it would look better on the outside. Hold on a minute. I know I chose something this fiddly when I said we were going to try to hurry. I like it better on the outside. So it needs to be chopped off right there. Don't worry, I'm still not hurting this mold. I've got it marking where it needs to chop right there. And I thought maybe this would do it, and yep, it did. Okay. So we're going to put a fine line of UV resin in, and I'm going to just put some UV resin right there. And I'm going to use my brush to pick up the UV resin. And I'm just going to make a line right there. Okay. And then we are going to try our best to lay it down and put this in place very carefully. Make it as straight as we can. I want the silver to be able to still show through. And this is real finicky. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, but I think that looks good enough. Is it perfect? Oh no, I know it's not perfect. Did I just mess it up? Oh, I did. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone. Again, I'm going to let this cure for 5 minutes and I will be back. Okay, it has cured. I'm going to bring this up here so you can see this and hopefully try to get the light. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. This is on this, by the way, and I just cut a little bit of it off so I wasn't going to be working with a bunch of long strands. So I'm going to cut this off right here. And I'm going to measure it out. And this is, I'm going to say this again, this is not something that, I wish I did not have my gloves on. This would be so much simpler without gloves on. So we're going to take it to the end. We're going to line it up. So it will be this one right here. I don't want to lose which one it is, so I'm going to take hope I didn't lose it. This may be one off, but we will see. I'm going to lay it out again and just make sure that this is the right length. So it's just going to butt up to that one. And yep, that's the right length. Okay, so I'm going to lay that there, and I'm going to put, oh, that's already cured. Okay, that's cured from the UV light. I think I just ruined my brush. Let's see if I can get, it may have cured too with the UV light. No. Okay. Let's put a little bit more right here. I'm just using clear resin. And I'm just taking a little bit and running it along where I want that to be. I am putting some right next to the piece right there. And I'm just going to lay it on here. And with the UV resin on here, it makes it a little bit easier to slide. And you want that because Okay, I'm having to, I know you're probably seeing my head. I'm sorry, but I got to get down here so I can see. Okay, and once again, we're going to cure this, and I'm going to cure for 5 minutes. So we'll be back. Okay, we are back. And we're going to do the same thing for the top. And I have the piece right here. We're going to just put it right there. I'm going to put some on the end pieces so they can connect together. I think this one's going to go over the silver just a little bit because of where the leaf is. The leaf should have gone up. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. It's too long. This is one that needs to go on there. And the key to this being simpler is if you can get it on there right side up the first time. There it goes. Okay. I'm making sure that the pieces are touching. Needs to come. That one's not going anywhere. Tweezers would be really good right about now. Cut this a little bit too short. We will see. I think that looks good. Okay, we're going to cure that again for 5 minutes. And I just lost my board. Oh, it's on the floor. That's what I've been doing. I've been placing my whiteboard over there to keep it from being right at me. And we'll be back again. Okay, we're back. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of clear resin in here. And we're going to cure this real quick. Let's see. I'm going to make sure, is that a bubble? I see something right here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What is that? Something on. Okay. There's something right here. What is that? Okay, we're going to go ahead and cure this. I'm going to cure that for 3 minutes. And then, let's talk while this is curing. I'm going to add this little heart. You're probably not going to be able to see that. I'm going to add this little heart. Now this little heart, once again, was one of these. And it had the little loop on there. And I took this and I just cut the little loop off. And I have several different types of items that you can do that with. Here, I'll show you these too. It gives you a lot of different options. These are little feathers. And it's got the little loop, but if I wanted to use it, I could just cut the little loop off. And here's another leaf that I've got. So just because these, you know, your little charms have got loops on them, doesn't mean you can't use them for other things. See, these are bigger and they're a different color, but I could also use those and that would look really cool. Oop, and I dropped something. I dropped the feather. Did I call a leaf? It's a feather. And the same thing with these little bows. With UV resin, it's pretty much just your imagination. Same thing with these little bows. You can take that little loop off and use it as a bow. You can actually even use jump rings for designs in UV resin, which I will show you a video of where I take a jump ring and I take several jump rings and use it as a design. You're not limited to nail art or charms though. As you can see, you know, I use drops that I showed y'all the different colors. Okay. Okay, so we're going to I'm going to go ahead and put the color in there because I don't want to take the chance of it bleeding. And that is not straight. But it's going to be as good as it. See, it moved. You see that? That's not straight. But you know, It's as good as it's going to get. Now I have to choose what color I want in there. And I think I'm going to choose white for right now. And there's a reason for that. This is not going to take much, y'all. Very, very little UV resin. Okay, I probably should not be moving this while doing this, but so far, see, it moved the little chain on me when I did that. So I need to leave it down here, but and what we're going to do with this, and the reason why I did it white, I'm going to see if I can't get some effects with some alcohol inks. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. That's the only way we know, right? So when this is cured, we're going to use some alcohol ink markers. And I've got some alcohol. I'm going to use these little Q-tips to try to drop the alcohol on top of it to get it to swirl a little bit. And we're going to see. This is just playing around. This is how we learn. And this right here is the fun of it for me. And I think the whole thing with UV resin, if it's going to work or not for you, is curing it properly. And as you can see, I've been curing it for between 3 minutes and 5 minutes every time. Does it make it a lengthy process? Yes, it does. I go and do things while I'm waiting for it to cure. I'm not sitting here in front of this thing for 5 minutes at a time. I put it on 5 minutes, I go do something I need to do, and then I come back when it turns off. So it teaches you to be a multitasker. And see, I'm having an issue just sitting here for the 3 minutes. This bothers me, just sitting here. But I keep turning you off and turning you on and turning, and we're up to 1 minute and 24 seconds. No, we're up to 1 hour and 24 minutes. And I'm not going to go over 1 hour and 30 minutes, so we're going to have to end this pretty soon. Let's see if we can, let's see if it's cured enough for me to put it. I'm going to put it inside right here. I'm going to put a little bit of UV resin right here. And see, what I like about this is unique. I know somebody can't go out and buy this. And I know no one else is going to be wearing this, because I just came up with it. And that's what's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. That's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna cure that, and then we will be back. And I'm gonna let it cure for 5 minutes to make sure it's here, and I will be back. Okay, we are back. And we are very quickly going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I'm just going to make little swirls in here. Trying to get some color in here. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little, I'm going through where the camera's at. I'm just taking the little cotton, and I'm going to try to get some alcohol. I wish you could see this. And it is working. I know you can't see it, and I really, really wish you could, because this is just too cool right here. It just adds a touch, just a touch. And I am going to add a little bit of the white. And I'm going to put the white in here. Just a touch of it, not much. And then, yes, y'all are probably wondering, she's not used the Marabou Rainbow Alcohol ink yet. Never fear. I'm using it now. I think I've ruined this brush, so we'll just go ahead and use that to mix this white up. And I'm just placing it. I'm not going to use that because that's not working real well. Let's try this. This is when the little syringes would come in handy. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it down in that groove where it will pour down in here for me. I don't have enough in here to really do this, but time's sake, because this video is so long. But when I try to get in a hurry, that's when I mess up. So, and yeah, the syringe would be real good with this right now. Because it would get it in those little tiny spots really, really well. Okay, and a little bit more. Down here. And just a little bit more up here. Okay. And yes, we're going to cure this again. A lot of curing going on. I'll be back. Hi, we're back. And yes, we were running long, so I went ahead and finished this up. All I did was add a couple of the more of the leaves on the top and used UV resin. I also added a little accent leaf at the bottom, and then I added the bell with the chain. And I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's quite different. I know there's no one else out there wearing something like that, and that's the kind of jewelry I like. And the fact that it's homemade. And then of course we did this one right here. And it's very, very pretty when the light hits it. And I don't know if you can, I'm trying not to, but you can't see it. Alrighty, we're going to end this because it's right at an hour and 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can always fast forward. I could have just did one, but I wanted to do that one too. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button, and please share, hit the notification bell if you want to know when I have my next video out. Also, if you've not subscribed, please do so. Go to the funny looking cat at the bottom and just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and I would love for you to do so. And the Facebook group, it is in the description, the link, but if you can't find it, just holler at me in the comments and I'll send it to you. And as always, I love to read your comments, so please leave something. Just if it's hi, that's great. All right, I hope y'all have a fantastic night, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.